Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, the T on NPD and relationships. Hello everyone. To all of my new subscribers and new followers, hello, welcome. And to my tribe and family at large, listen y'all, welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching another video. Y'all know every time we drop a video Thursday nights, that's the night that we come together on the channel. Listen, you don't want to miss Thursday nights, okay? Thursday night, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Invite about 10 people to come out, okay? Lots of good information, conversation. Listen, sometimes I'm releasing prophetic words. You don't want to miss it, okay? You don't want to miss it, okay? Y'all, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'd love to see you here on the channel. Listen, jump in the chat, grab a snack, come on back. Invite a few folks to come on out so I could say hello to you in the chat, all right? And every time we drop a video on the channel, the goal of the day is 2.1K plus. If you rocks with your girl. If you rocks with your girl. Y'all know it's early, so. If you rocks with your girl. If you rocks with your girl. That part. All right. Okay, y'all. Listen. So here we go. Y'all pay it forward, okay? Y'all hit that like button if you please. If you will, please. Thank you so much. Y'all listen. Okay, this particular video, I want to talk about when the narcissist realizes they needed you, okay? Now, this doesn't typically happen until you are gone. Now, when they realize other things, like, okay, when they realize different aspects of you, that's different. It's a little different than when the narcissist realizes that they needed you, okay? They lost you, but they needed you. This is different. And the reason that it's different is because now they're looking at it like we all know that they do, right? They're looking at it from a perspective of, wow, I don't have this person in my life anymore. Who am I basically gonna, cop one on? Who am I basically going to take a dump on? Who am I gonna, abuse? Who am I going to get that fuel from? Where am I going to get that? Remember, because primary supply, if you were primary supply, which is grade A supply, okay? You were a crucial piece of the narcissist fuel supply. So what happens is, y'all might not know this, but leading up to the discard, the narcissist is headstrong on basically getting you out of there. And it's almost like they're working on autopilot. Why? Because when they've re-engaged with an old supply, or what we call back burner supply, whatever you want to call it, this is an old supply that they've been dealing with. When they've re-engaged with them, then at that point, they feel like they don't need you. It's a cold game. I'm telling you, these personalities, these dark entities that play games with their heads, see, these are the ones that keep them caught up in these demonic patterns and cycles of nothingness. I said it, y'all. I said it. Okay. And they're too stupid to realize that they keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Yet they get with a new supply and say, oh, well, maybe this is going to be different. You got to be a special kind of stupid to think that you're going to keep on doing the same thing over and over and get a different result. Family, it's insanity. That's just exactly it's nothing more or less than insanity. So what happens is when you are finally out of the picture, they've done enough. They've abused you enough. They've gaslighted you enough. They've talked about you. Family, y'all, please help me out and hit that like button and share this video, please. They've done everything. They've projected. And not only that, but the smear campaign. Don't get me started on that right there. Don't get me started. So they've done so much. And so by the time you're at that discard, and they are on autopilot and they are just ready to get you out of there because they're just ready to change the oil. I told y'all they operate with spirit spouses, y'all. Listen, okay? So by the time they get there, they are in such a, it's like they're in a manic. It's almost like they're in a manic phase going on automatic. And it's almost like you tried to stop them and say, hey, do you realize what you're doing? Do you understand that this is going to lead to the end? The narcissist can't hear you. Narcissists can't hear anything that you're saying. And why? Because the same mind blocking and mind blinding spirits that you basically had in the addiction ship, those are ones that they keep. Okay, you're able to get rid of them, but the narcissist can't do that. These are entities that are with them. They travel in that legion of demonic forces that control this vessel, that individual called a narcissist. They can't get rid of them. That's why they can't ever see what they've done. That's why they can't ever go back and just be like, well, what happened? You know, every now and then they can have some sobering moments. But they will never stop doing the things that they're doing, because those entities inside of them are deeply rooted. Okay. And this is why you see the cycle, this pathological cycle, because it is ingrained in the essence of who the narcissist is, because of the entities that control them. All right. So here we go. Once they actually sit back and realize, okay, hold on. I needed this person. Who am I gonna get gas money from? Who am I going to get to buy my kids that this person did not mother or father with me? Okay, get my kids the clothes and shoes that they need. Who's going to pay my rent? Who's going to pay my mortgage, my car note? Who's going to help me do all of these things? Who's going to help me or enable me to have these bad habits with spending that I have? And they'll always come to make up the difference. I'm coming down your lane because you know you did it. Okay. You know you were there to help them do everything. And so when they realize, now, not the fact that they loved you, but when they realize that they really needed you, and now you are gone and there's a gaping hole in that fuel matrix. Oh, woo, ha, ha, hey, listen, this is when a narcissist. And I've talked about the destabilization, but this right here, when they realize that a need that they have, not something that they want, okay, but a need that they have is now no longer available. This right here is very dangerous for a narcissist. Okay, this is very dangerous because a narcissist doesn't care about what your needs are. They never did. Even in the addiction ship, they never cared about what your needs were. They only cared about their needs being met. And you all know that. They only cared about themselves. And so because you were there to meet the need, when they realize that what they need is no longer there, that's when you start getting those phone calls back to back to back from all of these different numbers, especially if you put them on no contact. That's when you start getting the family members calling, trying to invite you over to dinner, trying to figure out what happened, trying to do something to try to put this mess back together. And the devil is a liar. No, you can have your whatever that is that y'all call that. You can have it. Okay. Yeah, because they are the ones that actually, they believe the narcissist. And let's be clear, they are just like the narcissist. Okay. So they should actually be held responsible, and they should have to be there with that. But this is not a good time for the narcissist. And I want to talk about this too, because what it is it is really dangerous. It's really dangerous for a supply, especially primary supply. And this is the piece that I really want to bring out in this. When they realize that they need you and you are now gone, not only is it dangerous for them because they begin to destabilize, and some of them go into narcissistic mortification. This is when they stop caring for themselves, the hygiene, you might see them out looking crazy, clothes all messed up, and all kinds of things, going back into old habits. Sometimes they go back on drugs. They do all kinds of stuff, gambling habits, overeating, all of these different things. But it's also dangerous for you because if they can't, it just depends on what kind of narcissist it is. But if you're moving on with your life and you are no contact and they're trying to reach out and contact you, if you go back, a lot of times, y'all listen to me when I tell you this, When they realize that they need you and you won't respond, and the one time you do respond, they are sometimes filled with so much fury that you left them, that they want to off your life switch. That's what you need to understand. It is very dangerous. Okay? It is very dangerous. And this is why we say, once you go no contact, you can't go back. You cannot go back. But these clowns, now that's not a every time situation, but they're always going to punish you when you go back. But when these clowns feel like that they've lost a major piece of their fuel supply, they will do anything to get you back. They will love bomb you. They will lie to you. They will try to hoover you, tell you they're sick. Somebody in their family is sick. Some of them will even tell you they're going off their life switch. They're going to do all kinds of things, because when they realize that they need you, that's the time that they are truly going into what we call desperation mode, because they know that what they have outside of you can't sustain them. It just can't. It cannot sustain them. And the family has been there so long, and the family has seen so much happen, that the family is really pulling back too. So you see the narcissist coming desperately after you, because now they realize that you just wasn't something that was just kind of hanging around that they could toy around with. See, that's how they treated you. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. See, that's how they treated you. Just like there were 10 million of you around. But baby, when you left and they found out you were 1 in a million, come on, Aaliyah. Your love is a 1 in a million. Goes on and on and on, that part. These birds, honey, let me tell you something. These backwards walking giraffes are not in a good way. And they already don't have a faith to lean on, because they don't believe in God. You understand what I'm saying? They don't believe in any of that. So, and they may say they do, but they really don't. You got to judge them by their actions. So when this happens, you have to really, really be careful. If once you go no contact and they're trying desperately to get back to you and they're telling all of these lies, I'll never do this and that again. No. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Because as soon as you go back, they're going to treat you worse. Always remember that, okay? Family, I wanted to put this out here for you all. Be careful, because, the times are getting darker, and I've never really highlighted that piece in my videos about how dangerous it truly is. When you are with a narcissist and, they really realize that they need you, and they see the fact that you're not coming back, that's very dangerous. When you actually when you break your no contact, a lot of people have not been able to come back from that, and are now eternally sleeping because of that. Okay. So family, thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day. I love you all, and I will see you all on the next video, family. And I'll see you all healed and whole at the top. Shalom, family. Peace.